provide that front line that you really need and enabling that Xayah as well. So it will still be the tree just on the opposite side of the rift.
And it's huge for Yike. Like when he was coming up through G2,
for me, the signing of him was a little bit random.
Questionable.
Like, I understood that humanoid, everything, it wasn't really working out, but I didn't think Chovy was the answer. But thus far, he's had really good laning phases across the board. He was a little bit disjointed at first, but now Oscar
flashes away from the Infernal Chains. Kana's going to have to flash as well. Oscar looking to escape and
No way.
Another auto. Kana, though.
Oh my god!
Oscar, what has this man been eating?
Oscar finds the solo kill, is now Upset's in trouble.
Eventually has to cleanse away from it. Root caller from Yike is blocked by Mickey. Upset will expend his cleanse. They use the heal alongside it, but the Fnatic
out in the early game. But overall, it's not the end of the world. You're still playing a very high scaling ADC in the form of Yunara, so you're still chilling.
Yeah, you'll be okay with this, as you say, like you do lose a little bit. Oh,
Oscar is 6.
Level 6 coming out, but Yike is waiting around the corner to try and help defend. It's on and off! He's just dead already! What is this? What is happening?
I can't believe it.
It's absurd! Like, the world enders. World is perhaps about to collapse. You die under tower here. It is just doomed. No escape. He brings out the wings, but he needs an angel to save him. Starts to dash away. Razork still looking for the chase. Gets slow with a hammer shock. Keeps on going and snip! Snip! He slices him in half.
Getting a double the CS of Kana. He's gotten 2 plates, and yes, KC get the Drake, but it's not enough to stop the bleeding.
Oh, Kalist flashing forward. You can see KC think they need to do something. Targamas looking for it as well, but now Kalist has no flash. Will have the
in that last fight. So if you even peek your nose in here as Yike, it's going to get snipped off immediately. And from Fnatic then, as you say, you just start to lean all that pressure elsewhere. Oscarin has so much control over this top half. And now Upset taking the fight against Kalist.
Kalist has to have the heal used there by Targamas. The chase will continue. Good play, caller back. Will get the route onto Upset. Grub's going over to Fnatic. And you know who's very happy about that.
Running for the tier 2, knowing Fnatic are going to look for the counter punch. And it's now bleeding over from the top lane towards Upset in that bottom half of the map as his own gold lead starts to spike.
Yeah, for KC, you are finding any port in any storm right now. The CS you get is the prize you can have. As the keeper's running, welcome back. Razork doesn't need to spend time around top, so instead he will make Kalist and Targamas' day a living nightmare. This is the sort of start Fnatic want. This is what they had in Game 2. Game 1 was KC favored until around the 15-minute mark, but when Fnatic have garnered a lead like this in this series, they
got the control they needed. They can still push in on bot side. And
I mean, Targamas does have TP, so they could look to TP back and contest this.
I mean, this could be good for KC. Kalist still has the Feather Storm. Upset's used that Transcend oneself. His ultimate has been invested.
Upset is stuck
Vladdy has Realm Warp, as you say. Upset unable to join the fight right now. Vladdy's going to separate Chovy from the rest of his team. Keeper's Verdict gets rid of Vladdy. Targamas going back in, but the Steadfast Presence will stop him from dashing to anyone with a good handshake. Pulls him back. The hostile takeover has to be done with the Feather Storm out of Kalist, and Chovy still on the chase. He pulls in the twofold Hex, and it's 5-0 Fnatic.
And Fnatic just keep finding every opportunity as they punish KC, getting 2 free kills, and it just feels so dire for them. It feels so hard, so heavy.
KC just looked lost, and Fnatic are happy to show them the way towards the door.
He's dead, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got the
redemption out. He might try and trade back into Oscar, who doesn't have mana. Flash forward. Vladdy's coming in. Does have a flash of his own, but they back away. They can't do anything to Oscar.
Get a good engage. Something along the lines of that. Otherwise, it's too difficult.
And now, as you say, you get the Rip Tower.
And they haven't shown that capability thus far in this series.
Really haven't. Kana still looking here. TP coming in by Vladdy. They want this bounty. 325 extra gold on Oscar in his head. There's the Rune Prison. Needlework coming out from Oscar as he tries to survive. Redemption as well. Used by KC. The quickness. He dodges it. He dodges it. Still gets charmed in the end. He will be shut down. Vladdy's rise claims the prize of Oscar's life. But meanwhile, on the bot side, the Rift Herald charges in. It's a tier 2 for Oscar for Fnatic.
And there's pressure in the mid lane as well. They do need to back off, as you can see. They're trying to get the pressure on towards Fnatic themselves. Upset just trying to make sure that he can connect on towards the waves. Will be able to clear it out. but a tier 2 already for Fnatic.
But KC were able to find the magic that they needed. At least they got one side of pressure now. They had to drop the tier 2 for it, but now Mickey looking for Yike.
Lands a handshake, pulls him back, slammed into the wall. Yike, no! Trigger Seed will save you. Upset dashing across the wall as Targamas lands a grand entrance. Good double knockup. Coming out in the end. Targamas will be able to battle dance his way, get any vision in they can. We talk about doing something on the opposite side of the map, finding something for yourselves. They are doing that. They got a little bit of vision in. Oscarinin clears it away.
Oh, Oscar no W here, but he's so strong and so high level that even though KC will be able to get this top tower here most likely and get that objective bounty.
And it's good for KC.
Yeah.
They got as much as they could out of that trade in my estimations, at least assuming they take the tower down, they'll get a bounty for it. They don't quite get the tower, but it does fall in the end to the minions. Need to work out from Oscarinin, looking for the slow. And the gold lead shrinks to about 4K. Chovy on the flank, Razork here too, and KC is 3v5, and Fnatic have come alive. 8-1 now. They once again regain that gold lead of 5K.
And KC found the tower, but they lost it all for it, as 2 members end up going down, and Fnatic do not let any...
From Oscarinin, he will join the fight. 2 items, upgraded boots. KC. If you can steal this, perhaps it keeps you in the game as Targamas and Yike will begin to step forward. Oscarinin does the same. Realm Warp coming out just to distract Fnatic. The Avakan down to 1,000. Oscarinin caught out with the hostile takeover. Will save his life. Kana now on the wrong side of the wall. Dumped back in with a flash handshake back. He's going to heal up with that Thunder Sky. He's going to have to use the cleanse. Oscarinin able to dash away. Meanwhile, Mickey sacrifices himself for the good of the team.
It looked a little dicey, but Fnatic, they managed to escape. They end up forcing the Otacon, but KC finding these small moments, and Chovy not really in a position, gave KC at least the chance to get a pick, but Fnatic get away with the Otacon.
A root caller out from Yike. He's going to get chased down by Razork here. But the rest of KC are beginning to collapse. The red buff maybe needs to be forfeited here by Razork. Don't need to go for that. Root caller out from Yike. They'll steal away the red. Oscarinin escapes, has his flash back up. So even if he was caught in
and even though KC's found their moment, I think it's kind of few and far between as Targamas, or maybe on the bottom side, might be the focus.
I think they're looking for Vladdy instead. Doesn't have the flash and has no tower.
He's dead.
Safety. Realm Warp out. Mickey's going to flash. Misses the handshake. Good Realm Warp out by Vladdy. Gets himself out of a very sticky spot.
And I want to add on to what you said, Rob. It's very nice that Fnatic got the Otacon, but at the same time, the gold lead was all the way up at 6K and has already now halved to 3K. So it's been a great comeback for KC thus far. And if you choose, like if I have to choose, if I'm 6K down, but you see here, even when Chovy gets onto Kalist, there's so much healing and shielding that he has to get through, and so little CC on Fnatic's side that it's really hard for them to actually be the ones to start a fight. As they look onto Yike here.
They look at the damage onto Yike. Don't really want to step past Targamas and Kalist with Vladdy collapsing. Side against it. Fnatic do have prio on that mid lane wave though, so they can try and take the tower if they want. Second dragon of the game for KC if they take this, but they are going to get slowed up by that Hex Drake. Be a little bit tricky to work around it. Oscarinin looking for the engage, kind of trying to keep them at bay. Keeper's Verdict coming out. Only knocks Dato goes through.
Oh my god.
Gets a triple knockback. They just yeet it away and steal it out of KC's hand. Beautiful by Razork.
It's a home run for Razork as he knocks away so many members of KC. They don't quite get the mid tower, but he'd be happy to get a few of his mates home.
And Razork did that while it was 4v5. Upset was just silently hitting this mid tower. And KC kind of know it. So what they want to do is they want to fight immediately, looking for the Realm Warp.
Chovy going away. Vladdy couldn't quite get the Flash Room Prison. Got the spell flux off, but Aurora enough mobility in her kit to escape.
Yeah, KC needed to try and send something. Mickey might be caught here though.
He's definitely caught. Puts the exhaust down onto Kana, who pops the world end. Redemption's going to heal him up a ton. The hostile takeover lands onto 2, including Kalist, and Kana has to back away because of it. All the while, Oscarinin continues to push in bots.
And that's all the Fnatic really want here, is to buy that space. KC either over-index into bot and they get the mid tower, or Oscarinin just takes the inhibitor in their faces.
And that's the checkmate that we're seeing here. KC are left with only bad options as they try to look for plays, but they can't find them. And they just keep getting pushed in on sides and keep being drowned in the pressure of Oscarinin.
And now he's 2,500 gold ahead, taking that tier 3. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, that tower likely to fall just to the minion wave. Gold extends for Fnatic above that by Fnatic. Razork
They can finish it.
With Daisy, Poby has the death cap, and he's TPing into the mid lane. As you say, they can try and finish this quickly, and they'll get it. Hexo, now Aurora on the flank. Flash in from Razor. Hostile takeover coming out as well with Vladdy. He's in the midst of the enemy team, and he doesn't have a way out at all. Vladdy's gonna fall. Yike follows suit. Kana next up. Snick from Oscar in, and he's Oscar winning this game.
And Fnatic is better. Fnatic is Star and Worlds.
Somehow, some way, this Fnatic has shown up today, and KC have been stunned. The LEC have been shocked, and it has been rocked.
No defense left for KC. The Fnatic faithful rewarded. Oscar Munoz Jimenez, remember the name. Fnatic take it. They'll go to Worlds, and tomorrow